What's going on, good people? Hope y'all doing well. It's your boy Top Cat the Gamer. We are back with some more trails through Daybreak. We just got through dealing with things at Bothell. Trying to think. Yeah, it was the fight with Melchior and Olympia. And Reset ended up getting hurt. And we're trying to move on past that and get through the rest of this chapter to see what else is going on. But if you're new to the channel, tap that like button. It really helps out the video. Subscribe if you haven't to see some more. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. Hope y'all doing well. See, the CID Special Ops Unit is going to be here this evening. That means we've only got a half day left to do what we want. Once they're here, we're done. We got to make this time count. Sure felt to me like Armada's work was done after making the AI a success. You sure they didn't just bounce? No, I'm certain they're still in the region. The abnormalities in the orbital net and distribution network are less pronounced than yesterday, but they're still present. Something's still happening. I'm sure of it. Really? Then Armada's research is still going on somewhere in the city. You said mentioned something earlier that I think will help me.
This might be fundamentally different to what happened in Crossbell, but I still think that is our closest reference point. The orbital network and septium veins were used in the development of highly advanced technology then as well. Basel City also has both, making it the perfect environment to finish what they started.
I'm wondering what parts of her are a robot. He said, Van said a lot. He thinks a lot of parts of her are a robot, but I'm wondering what parts aren't. Because she said she lost her memories and her body. I'm like, I mean, is the brain, is that intact, or it's weird. With the orbital network and the septium veins at their disposal, they have access to effectively unlimited resources for their research. If Professor Callahan has reached the heights that the Singularity and Crossbell did, then our foes are probably lurking somewhere in the region finishing what they started. There's still a very large area to try and find them, though. We'll have to find some way to narrow our search. If we get close enough to their location, Genesis might react and show us we're on the right track, too. Using the damn thing like a metal detector, huh? Suppose we gotta try anything we can at this point. Let's see if there are any more 4 SPGs to take care of while we ask around. There's no telling what we might find a clue that'll lead us to the truth. I'll help however I can. Wait. Should I not be meddling with other jobs now that I'm a client instead of the guide? Don't be silly. You're one of us now. You are our client, but how about we just treat you more like a temp for now? Oh, okay. That works for me. Nice. We're happy to have you with us. Even if it means the kid to adult ratio is even out here. Well, then let's get to work. I want to stop by the guild. Vern, Gascard's workshop. It's just Scarred, sorry, workshop. Should probably talk to our resident genius professor too. Those sound like good places to start to me. Alright. So Reset is no longer with us. I'll put Katra in. Katra. Looks like they're leaving all her stuff intact, so I guess we don't have to worry about it too much. I would talk to the dude, but we need to get the show on the road. Where is he at? I'll see if he's around here somewhere. Not there.
In my opinion.
Not here. Nope. Oh, there's a Ray. I've always liked seeing people react to things I make. I just never expected it would happen like this. Still, I'm glad it's available for her. Painkillers should make the limb fitting much easier for her. Funny how it all worked out. You helped us and you helped yourselves. Man, same. Never expected one of our own would need the stuff we were helping to make. We really owe you for that. Even if we helped out with it. Don't worry about it. I just chipped in here and there. The research was mostly Esmeralda's. But I'm still honored that I could help. All we can do now is leave the rest to her. She knows what she's doing. I'll still be out and about in the city helping treat the wounded. No, it's not him. It's the other guy. Guess we'll see if Reset has anything to say before we leave. Oh, hello. How's your investigation going? Oh, you're up already? Please take it easy, Reset. We just have to wake you temporarily before we start doing the nerve work. Oh shit, sorry. We didn't mean to bother you. Not at all. I'm glad to see you. And it's good that you're still hard at work. I'll be going back to sleep now. Thank you for visiting me. Be careful out there. So, spine, brain, nerves, all those seem intact. I like a light. She's really got it rough. She really does. I wasn't expecting her to wake up like that. She must have really wanted to see you. She might be conscious again, but she's not lucid most of the time. She must have heard your footsteps or otherwise noticed you coming. Man, she's a real trooper. All the more reason to make good on her. She's in your hands. We'll give her the good news when she wakes up. Don't worry, I'll take good care of her. She'll be all better by the time you get back, and that's a promise. Esmeralda is cool, I like her. So the doctor isn't here. I guess we'll see if he's upstairs. I'm gonna try to keep it to what is he begging for? Oh please, baby. Please take me back. I didn't mean to sleep with your sister. There's that dude. Oh, you know what? I bet he's out in the thing. I didn't even think about that. Not over there. Oh shoot. Really? Sorry, but we got the crime scene blocked off here. Thought he'd be out here.
Did you hear?
Is she back out here drawing and shit? Well, can't find him.
Off we go.
Why not stay here and relax?
Is that it is Albert. Don't you worry about us, Agnes. Communications are up and running again, and we're getting all the students in touch with their families. It's just kind of doesn't feel all that safe with that cruiser hanging around in the air like that. But I digress. You guys shouldn't have anything to worry about now. Thank you. Stay safe. Man, please. If things hit the fan, guys like you gotta step up and get everybody's safety. You got me? Well, yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. Trying to look around for everybody. Oh, these dudes are here now. Who? Pierre? It sounded familiar. Is that the chick from the motor company? The motor thing? Can't tell for certain. Nope.
Wow!
Hmm.
When boarding the Aerotram, please have your authentication card ready and follow the instructions of the attendant.
Okay, I thought that was the other lady. Nope. Alright, I can't really locate the people, so
All
I guess.
right.
Hidden machines. I failed to notice this earlier. Oh yeah, but I have a proposition for all of you. It is something of an extension of Crown Prince Shreed's request. But if you have time, would you consider taking the job? I'll be waiting for you at the park in Newtown. We just fucking passed by her. A request from the CID, huh? It's intriguing for sure. I wonder if they want to talk to us about. I'm not gonna say no to a potential rendezvous with Kayla. How about you? Hey, a little sweet on Kayla? Didn't even notice her standing there. I wonder if she was in the first place. Ah, so you checked the bulletin board, did you? Me, riding a 4SPG? I never thought I'd see the day. Second Lieutenant Kayla. Wouldn't have killed you to be more direct instead of going the 4SPG route. So am I speaking to Kayla or am I speaking to the CID? They're sharp. This may seem a bit bureaucratic, but I've submitted this request in the CID stead. It concerns the armed machines that were released in the city during the last day's attack. We confirmed that around half their numbers were destroyed, while most of the others retreated with Armada. But we also received word that 2 high-spec units might still be at large within the city. Seriously? We did encounter a few machines fitting their description yesterday. I see. Yeah, the police probably have their hands full with them. You need a cleanup crew. Well, Marduk and the guild don't really tickle your fancy. Have I got that right? Exactly. Marduk's involvement was a result of the president's more heavy-handed approach. We're not too fond of that. This is more of a matter of professional pride than anything. Specific forces are due to arrive in the evening, and they're sure to complicate things. We'd much rather solve this problem ourselves. So you want to loan us out to the CID for a day, is that right? It's not just the CID. The Principality requested this too, I assume. And whatever the case, we really can't have those things running loose. Makes sense-ish. Out of curiosity, was this Renee, Kincaid's idea? He's pulled together his own task force to address the problem. They're negotiating with the president's office as we speak. At the risk of divulging too many details, he's been pushing for a separate division meant specifically for these tasks. Yeah, that tracks. Guy's resourceful to a fault. This really is a job for Marduk, or the guild, but I guess the CID doesn't want to swallow his pride. We ain't exactly free though. It's the thing. We got other jobs to do. Alright. I guess we can look into this on the side. Lay it on me. We might find a lead or something. You have my gratitude. Here's what we know about these rogue models. They're most probably the same models employed by Vegas Films and Tharbad. Oh, those assholes. And two of them at that. You fought them before? They sound like a real hassle. Yep, so they are. But how are they hiding in the city to begin with? They're too big. They got some kind of optical camo or something? Not to our knowledge. The X Alba has been patrolling and scanning the city from above since yesterday. Marduk has cleared out the smaller units we found, but the two large units have yet to be located. Kincaid does have a theory. He suspects that they're hiding in plain sight and using some sort of radar jamming device to avoid detection. I do remember hearing about special materials that can absorb or deflect orbital waves. Which means we're probably looking for a container made of such material, likely brought into the city recently. Either that, or a van big enough to hold them. Probably pretty simple to deck one of those out with the anti-radar stuff. Well, no idea whether Armada's driving it around themselves, or if they've contracted that out to somebody. Think you can look into suspicious containers and transport vehicles for us? We'll focus on the stuff that's out on the road. We split up, and we have this cleared pretty quickly. Understood. I'll mobilize local authorities and notify Fern and the Artisans Guild. If either of us makes any headway, let's keep each other posted. Thank you very much. So what's the move? We hunt down every wayward van in town. We'll be out here all day. True, traffic in and out has closed, but plenty of vehicles remain inside the city limits. The main arteries fan out in all sorts of directions. Searching them all could be time consuming. We got the cops on site, so we can leave the crowd control to them. We just got to pinpoint where the transport is most likely to be. Newtown and the Artisanal District make the most sense to me. We got most traffic, freight especially. We get lucky, or I guess unlucky, in this case, and we might fish us up a robot. Roger. So we need to find people who drive stuff a lot. I start asking around.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
So we saw probably Willie. Well, he was over there. Here we go.
Why not stay here and relax?
Can we talk?
A sketchy transport vehicle? Let me think about it for a sec. A lot of cars go by. Well, now that you mention it, there was something funny this morning. There was? What did you see? Any details would be great, no matter how small. So we got the whole lockdown thing, and it got me thinking how I wanted to do business today. And I figured, people are still hungry. People need to pick me up. So I made my way out here, albeit a little later than usual. And this big old transport van comes up and says, and something about it just seems weird. Weird? Were they driving all funny? The opposite, actually. There was this little empty soda can sitting in the road, and the transport just ran right over it. Like, made no attempt to avoid it. The whole van kind of shook a little. What the hell? I got spooked and bolted out of the way, but the van just drove away like nothing happened. The nerves on that driver, honestly, stubborn cold. Sounds like there's more to this story. That's what I'm thinking, yeah? Because then it turned right at the fork in the road ahead. And when it did, I heard a thud. I think whatever it was moving got shuffled around. I'm sorry. At first, I thought it was maybe some machine tune thunking around in there. But you think they stack them, so they don't do that. But like before, it just drove right off without a care in the world. I almost felt like I was imagining things. I see. Did you catch the make of what the vehicle was? Yeah, it was a Red Star, a big one, probably some delivery company. But it didn't have a logo or branding on anything on it. The van was just unmarked. Kind of weird. Yeah, that's a bit whack. Thanks a bunch, bud. That's some really good info. Glad to hear it. Anything to help. Guys knows we all need it right now. But I heard things are looking up. They said they're gonna open the roads back up tonight. Just gotta hold out a little longer. We'll find a way. Thank you very much.
Why not stay here and relax?
Interesting. And back to the artisanal district.
Off we go.
Couple of places, huh? You see something here? Ugh. Maybe think you up here trying to steal, chick. Oh, they just okay. Well, just leave it at that. Okay, never mind. Isn't there a door we can go out up here?
The next appointment's at...
No, right there. Yep. Let's go for the quest first, though. Nope, it's on the bottom. God damn it. Irritating.
Now then.
Can we talk?
You want to know if I've seen a suspicious freight truck? Bit of an odd thing to ask. Well, yes it is. Sorry for just dumping that on. I'm just giving you guff. I did actually see something like that last night. Then quit fucking playing then, dude. You did? So, what was suspicious about it? Well, deliveries last night were all the way behind schedule because of the craziness in the city. We eventually got everything sorted out, even with the big old eye in the sky watching us all. So I finally wrapped up my work. It's late at night, and I'm tired as hell. I start driving back home on the edge of time. I'm waiting at one of the lights, and then I see this giant Red Star truck pull up next to me. It had a really weird cuddle scheme to it. Never seen a Red Star painting like that. Had to be from out of town. But I figured, hey, he's a tired old dog like me. Driving at ass o'clock. Ass o'clock. I'll give him a wave. I look out my window and nah, forget it. When I say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous. I must have been seeing things. Hey, come on, don't leave us hanging. You might not have been seeing things after all. Won't you tell us, please? Alright. Just don't laugh at me, okay? I looked out the window, and there was no one behind the wheel. Just nothing. Huh? What else do you mean? Just nobody in the driver's seat at all? I'm as puzzled as you are. Before I could really process it, the light turned green and the truck rolled on the way. I had to put my eyes back on the road after that. I never saw that truck again. It only really dawned on me when I got home. Really? Maybe the driver was just on the short side. The truck was definitely smaller than mine, too. Maybe I just couldn't see him. Either that, or again, I was tired as I'll get out. I might have just been seeing things. So yeah, that's how it seemed to me at the time. But honestly, it was probably nothing. Moral of the story here is that everybody needs their sleep. You can't go burning the midnight oil just because you can, you know? Lesson learned, yeah? Well, take care of yourselves. Take it easy yourself. That sounds like the kind of thing a single good night's sleep won't fix. Oh, for sure. The city's sealed off until tonight. So I'm gonna try and take it slow while we've got nothing to do. Nice. We got way more clues in here than expected. The two accounts we heard are both a Red Star transport, which leads me to believe that we're dealing with one and only one vehicle. I'm still freaking out about the whole driverless truck thing. Sorry about that. Don't blame you. The fact that it happened at night turns this whole thing into a bona fide ghost story. That's probably a logical explanation, though, and I'm sure Katra can provide it. Wait, for real? Oh, is it related to the technology you have insider knowledge about? Correct. I believe it is utilizing tech that is currently in the R&D phase of development in many countries. It's called an automated vehicle, and it allows a person to go from place to place without lifting a finger, because a hollow core is doing the driving. The fact that it kept going in spite of the empty soda can makes me strongly suspect that it's an AI-controlled vehicle. My suspicions were correct then. Ben told me a little about this before. Wow, that's so cool. So that means it wasn't about a ghost. We'll never know. Maybe there was a driver until his shitty job worked him to death. Now he lives on a vengeful ghost behind the wheel. Wait, what's that? Oh shit, it's right behind you, Farida. What? Eek! Hey, there's nothing there. Boy, hit the blah ha 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 ha. You should have seen the look on your face. Why are you like this? You want me to stop calling you kid? Stop acting like one. Back on topic. There was an incident regarding unmanned driving tech. Everyone in the underworld was going on and on about it at the time. So I'm amazed this thing is driving around the city without causing any problems. It's kind of insane. I'm not too surprised. You could prevent most accidents by connecting it to the traffic management system and the info on the city roads. The technology should be state of the art. In fact, I suspect it's the same tech that Professor Callahan's downfall. Oh, I'm sorry, Katra. Nothing to be sorry for. And I'm all right, promise. Now's not the time to wallow in sentimentality. So what's the plan, Van? The AI's functionality and patterns could make it quite difficult to capture. I know. Normally I'd be fine with dumping this on the second lieutenant or the cops. But I'm a car lover at heart, and I do not like seeing them be used as vehicles for bringing weapons into the city. This shit is personal. Figures. Well, any bright ideas? First order of business is seeing how far this AI can really go. Also, I'm going to bring out on some outside help for this gig. What kind of outside help? Do you have somebody in mind? Yep. I heard that they'd be here. Van uses Zifa to get in touch with some familiar faces in Boston. The party then headed to the Motor Pavilion in Newtown where they were waiting. This goddamn thing keeps going. It keeps messing up on me, man. I apologize for that. Voice cutting in and out. This is like...
Now then.
Well, I'll go finish the quest first.
What are we waiting for? Why not stay here and relax?
See here.
What's going on?
Nope. Looks like I'm going up one. There you go. Hi, Van. So did we get that? So we did get all that right. You want us kings of the road to chase down the AI intruder, huh? Don't underestimate him. You really don't know what you're getting into. Neither do I, to be honest. It does sound hard to believe, yeah? I couldn't really go too in depth on the call, sorry. That's freaky. A giant van is just driving around by itself. And it's carrying assault robots inside, too. Yeah, it's pretty far-fetched, but honestly, I'm intrigued. We street racers take pride in our skills, and I'm not about to let some beat boot bastards one up me. Good lord. Well, being an AI, it can process things much faster than you. Without a plan to catch it, it will probably outmaneuver you. No sweat. We'll show that bucket of bolts what real people can do. So what's the plan, Van? Well, here's what I'm thinking. We get my truck and your two cars. And outline his three-pronged attack to the group using a map of Basel's roads for reference. Making sure not to overlook the robots themselves, he made combat preparations as well. Okay. Yo, we're all set here. We got our cars ready to go. Want to get the show on the road? It's recommended to have the party's equipment in order. I think we are fine. Let's hit the road. You got to beat on transport, Catra? Yes, I've pinged them on the traffic network. They're patrolling the streets in a specific pattern. They're due to come here in around 20 minutes. Oh, there really is nobody behind the wheel. Tinted glass, too. They figure this shit out. Okay, it's going fast. Safety first. Damn, wish she could take me for a spin like that. She really is her uncle's niece. They clearly keep cut the cars from her. How's the traffic looking? No congestion, as far as I can tell. If we can get cornered. Got it. Perfect. Get the CID, the Basel Police, and the traffic guys. Right. This is Katra. I invoke emergency authority to request a temporary road closure. Hell, I didn't know you could do all that. Looks like it gave up. If machines can do that, I don't know. Perhaps it simply wasn't programmed to handle these sort of situations. Nah, it ain't that easy. The machines are booting up. Juniper, Graham, get back. Right. So it was carrying those things. How the hell those things even fit back there? So, These were warrior models. I see what you mean. They're from Marduk, no doubt. Marduk. Marduk? Yeah, they're the ones from Vegas Films, alright. Two at once is gonna be tough. Be careful, guys. On the flip side, we know how they work. Let's send them to the scrapyard where they belong. Their joints are their weak points according to Reset. Focus on those. Let's clean them up before word gets on the street.
Deploying
Well, we're way stronger than we were then. So,
Displaying enemy stats.
yeah.
Let's party!
Full boost. Go all out. Keep it up. It's working.
No.
Give them your all.
You're not getting away. Blast off!
A chance.
That wasn't nice, you big bullies.
Activating drive.
Damn it!
The hell kind of move was that? Did that
That's
thing do
far
that before? I don't know. I really don't know if it did that before. Like, what the hell was that?
Keep it up.
Initializing drive.
Oh shit, I meant to do the other one.
Don't screw with me!
No, I don't want to do that because if I do,
Keep your guard up.
Good luck.
Activating skill. Falcon Talon!
oh, they're vulnerable
Get
to
out
that.
of here!
Oh, it canceled him.
On yes.
Activating skill.
There.
Petra. Here goes. If you're going to boost, I do it now.
Let's party!
Activating drive.
That
Bring it on!
was a nasty fucking move. I gotta hand them to them on that.
To get the upper hand.
All right,
This'll
let me
hurt.
draw their hate
Show me what
because
you got.
that was a nasty move.
Fast! Take this!
On yes. I'm going.
Now's your chance to boost.
Initializing drive.
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
Soar for me!
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Damn. Nice. We got him. Woohoo! Oh man, that was like a movie shot. That all you got? That felt so much easier than the one we took down at Tharbad. Reset's info really came in handy there. Or we're stronger. How often do you go around fighting things like that? I mean, ain't like we want to. Just what happens. Now let's figure out how to shut off that auto drive thingy. Right. I'll get to work on... Huh? Are you shitting me? Get back. Where did it even come from? Whoa. Look out. Get away from that thing. A third one? Seriously? Bastard waited for us to let our guard down. I'll hold it off. You guys get back up. Guild. Marduk. Whoever. I don't care. Van don't. What are you... There it is. It is time. What's inside her purse? Don't be a hero, dipshit. This is serious. No need. Backup has arrived. Oh, he's about to get ready to go change. Kayla. And oh shit.
You let your guard down.
God damn! What the fuck is that? It says shit, close your eyes.
Perish.
Bruh. What the fuck is that? An optical weapon? That's his Buster Lands. He showed me it back home once. Incredible. I see how you earned your title. What? Was this Kamzine? What the hell? Kamzine? You had the measure of the situation from the very start, didn't you?
This was nothing more than our response as a part of crisis management. Our firm's concierge has previously analyzed the situation. I will leave the rest to the CID and the local police, as well as them. Farewell.
Bruh. Dude just came in for like 2 seconds, bust that thing ass, and walked off like it was nothing. Like, alright, job's done. That attack was incredible. He took out a robot in one fell swoop. Went right for the joints too, just like she said. He looked like he barely lifted a finger. Just cause he fucking didn't. Well, this is Marduk's ace we're talking about. That's just what he does. But hey, all's well that ends well, right? We still got the credit for it. That in and of itself is aggravating, but I'm in no position to complain. At any rate, thank you for completing my request. Given you did hunt down 3 units instead of 2, your reward will be adjusted accordingly. Much thanks to you two as well. We didn't do much. Hey, I'm just glad I got to have a good race. Talk about still in the spotlight. What are we, chopped liver? Yeah, I still got a long way to go before I can rival my brother. I'm just glad we put a stop to those robots for good. Even if it wasn't all us. Yeah, you have my thanks as well. Who knows what damage they would have, what damage they would have caused if left unchecked. Don't sell yourself short, but you helped the bunch too. Plenty more where that came from. Let's keep our motto on their toes. Right, of course. With some fiddling, Carter managed to decouple the auto drive unit from the transport vehicle. After the authorities conducted their own investigation, the traffic restrictions were lifted and all was back to normal.
All in a day's work.
Good lord.
Deposit confirmed.
Neither one still goes up. Oh, sheesh. Ugh. Alright, well. Let's get back up here and go speak to some people then.
On my way.
I guess we'll start with the scarred. Giscard, Giscard, one of them. Give it another look. Comb it real thorough this time. Yes, Chief? Is something wrong? Anything we can help with? I wish it was that simple, but nope. Ain't nothing you folks can help with. Guess it wouldn't hurt to fill you in, though. What? Parts for that weapon prototype went missing? Yep. We found it out when we were looking into Callahan's disappearance. Most of the parts are still here. It's not like the whole thing up and vanished. But there are little bits and pieces of our inventory missing. Our order sheets don't add up. And we haven't been able to find any missing parts anywhere. It's not just a few of them either. We're missing huge chunks of inventory. Too much left to count. Well, that's a bit alarming. You're talking about the weapon you showed us earlier, right? Yeah, that definitely ain't good. And you're right. I don't know how we can help with that. Smells like an inside job to me. No way the world infamous Giscard workshop just loses track of inventory like that. Damn straight. A lot of us here know about the weapon, but it's still a highly confidential project. We've taken steps to make sure nothing gets out. And for all the times this had to happen right after I went in and mouthed off to Townsend. Shameful, I tell you. You order parts online, don't you? I remember you showing me how that system worked. Do you think this inventory shortfall might be related to the network's problems the city's been having? Our youngsters suggested the same thing. It's not entirely off the table, no. I just like to think that we're being more careful than that. How could we not be, given everything going on? That's understandable, yeah. I find it hard to believe that it was just an accident with how careful everyone's been. This feels premeditated. Yeah, with all the weird shit going on, it's hard to chalk anything up to a coincidence right now. There's just so much going on. We'll keep an eye out for leads about your parts, though. Thanks, man. I'm sorry, folks. You've got enough on your plate without us and our stupid supply hiccups. We're still trying to find Callahan, but we haven't got any good leads yet. Our best guess is that he's somewhere off the beaten path. Might have holed himself up somewhere on purpose, even. It does sound like a good guess. Well, if you learn anything, let us know. Alrighty, moving along. The Bracer Guild. You could have timed your arrival better. Rin? We weren't expected to find you here. You want something from us? The opposite. I have something for you. A little piece of intel. Do you have to go blabbing to them about it? Hey, don't spoil the fun, Killjoy. Ladies don't like a hard ass. Excuse me? Alright, boys, simmer down. Now's not the time for mouthing off. So what's this info about? To the surprise of no one, Armada was behind the explosion in Anchorville. It sounds like it's a mess out there right now. After word got out that Armada had corporate help. Yeah, a lot of high-ranking bracers are stuck there right now. They're trying to sort everything out. Honestly, I'd rather be out there right now, but we're tied up here. Yeah, after yesterday, we're not leaving anytime soon. Indeed, I'm still positive that the attack in Anchorville was just a diversion. Basel has to be their main target. In fact, you know a little about the agents who unleashed the archaisms in the city yesterday. I strongly believe it was the same duo you met in Longport. Them again? Viola and Alexander. They caused a ton of trouble back in... I'm sorry, my bad. They caused a little trouble back in Longport, too. That's certainly not good. That said, we shouldn't have to worry about them here now that Marduk's in town. How many men have they got? We talking just one area or the whole city? They have enough people on the ground to rival a large Jaeger Corps, and with vastly better equipment. The chief of security in particular, he's a real force of nature. Of course, I imagine you all know that pretty well already. Good lord. Yep, Gramps here described him as one of the strongest Jaegers to walk the earth. It's funny, guy's got this baby face. He doesn't even look 30, but he gives off the vibes like he can kick your ass into next week. He does get that vibe off though. At any rate, the city's in good hands with him patrolling around. We still gotta figure out what Armada's plotting though. Speaking of, you confirmed those two you encountered yesterday were connected to the Gardeners, correct? Yeah, said they were overseers. That checks out. We've got 4 units and an overseer in charge of each one. The 2 of them seem to be connected to Armada differently though. Melchior is an overseer of a high-ranking executive in Armada, but his cohort said that she was only a contractor. Talk about complicated. I wonder what the story there is. I mean, it's crazy. I know. We're not much wiser than you guys there, unfortunately. What we do know is that the most a monstrous mafia and most vile assassin to ever live have joined hands, and that ain't good. Indeed, after we have Basel taken care of, we'll need to devise a strategy for dealing with them. Have you managed to learn anything what Almada's up to? Unfortunately not. If anything, we were hoping you might have lead on where Professor Callahan might be. I wish I did, but I'm not too familiar with the geography of this area. I tried to see if I could find anything on the net, but they covered their tracks, unfortunately. Sorry for coming up empty-handed. Don't worry about it. It really wasn't going to be that easy. Aside from that, my only other advice is to keep the Septian veins in mind. They're more relevant than you might think. The Septian veins. I recall Reset mentioning those recently, actually. They do have a tendency to affect the orbital network in particular. At first glance, they appear unrelated. We had no way to prove that they were at all related, until a certain phenomenon in Crossbell demonstrated that the two can affect each other under the right conditions. This incident here is eerily reminiscent of what happened a year and a half ago. It's just my hunch, though. Well, that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, thanks for the pointer. Well, we're gonna get back to tracking down Callahan. What are you three up to? We'll be doing the rounds to keep the city under control. We can't just leave it all to Marduk. Yeah, they're good, don't get me wrong, but they're even shadier than you guys are. I don't trust them. I'll be helping out too, until there's some other development that demands my attention. I need to keep an eye on all the other students as well. We're all waiting here for you, Agnes. Odette and Albert too. Don't forget that, okay? I won't. Please be careful, Ren. Okay. We're gonna head out pretty shortly ourselves. Alex should be able to hold down the fort, especially with Ren helping out. If Armada does want Basel, there's no way this was their only planned attack. They're gonna be back for more someday. That's all the more reason why we've got to stop them in their tracks. Agreed. I'll keep looking on my end, of course. A certain factory is counting on me, among other people and groups. I can't exactly turn a blind eye to all of this. I left Sasha in charge of the other students. I'm sure she'll be able to handle things for the rest of the day. I'd like to have another chat with Professor Cronkite, too, if I get the chance. I hope my hunch is off, but if it isn't, I have lots of things to look into. Okay, I'm gonna let you handle that, baby girl. Oh, okay.
Basel Institute of Science.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Cronkite. Oh, there he is. I'm glad we didn't have to go on a wild goose chase to find you today. If it isn't the Spriggan, you look like you have something more to discuss with me. Damn right we do. I imagine you're already privy to the situation, so we don't need to bring you up to speed. Right now, we're trying to get everything under control ourselves before the government intervenes any further. So that's why we wanted to ask you about me. What exactly do I have to do with all this? I will admit my curiosity is piqued by the developments here. Marduk has an interesting wrinkle in the story, as are Professor Callahan, shall we say, inadvisable efforts. I do plan to stay and watch how all this pans out, but as I said yesterday, can you at least let me finish before dismissing me? I've had to face a lot of hard truths over the past few days. I've been made to realize just how lacking I am and how much I still have to learn. I know it's impossible to rectify all that overnight. There are still things I want to protect no matter what the cost. All I want is for your feedback on a hypothesis of mine. I won't ask for any more of your help after that. Go on. Professor Callahan all but lives on the network now. But that goal of his contradicts the actions he took. One thing doesn't add up to me. Why did he simply let the Mafia destroy the Aurora? That's a good question. I agree. There's an obvious contradiction. They intend to use weapons of mass destruction. They must figure out how to invent and produce them. They simply don't exist yet. Professor Callahan's AI only solves one part of the problem. Even with functional blueprints, there are no means to produce them. The AI is essential in their research efforts. It holds more computational power than any other machine in Boston. And if they no longer have it, it begs another question. How would they produce these nuclear weapons without the means to invent them? An astute observation. Can't say no, can you? Something tells me you wanted him to help him out all along in spite of your crotchety old man act. I am simply giving him the feedback he requested. It will be up to him to prove his theory. Though judging from what I've heard so far, he'll find the answer soon enough. You are correct. People do not grow and change overnight. But having watched you, I can see how you've matured over the years. I look forward to seeing you grow as a well-rounded scientist, just as Professor Hamilton did. Wow, that was really nice. Thank you. I will. He really is like a brother to you, huh? He's more helpful than he wants to admit. Curious where he's going after he leaves Boston, but I guess that ain't my business. I agree, and besides, it's not our place to tell him how to live his life. We need to focus on our own work right now. You're right. We've got a lot of info to work with now. Yeah, but I can't wrap my head around how it all fits together. Maybe talking it out will help. Is there a place we can chat in private? We can always head back to the inn. Actually, how about you all come to my place? You don't have to worry about people listening there. Oh no, we couldn't impose on you like that. I really don't mind, and neither would Professor Hamilton. It's her house, but I'm the only one who lives there right now. Cool, we'll take you up on the offer. Kinda curious to see the home of one of Epstein's 3 disciples. Oh, I wouldn't expect too much. It's just a normal family home. Anyway, we can head over whenever you like. Alright, and we will do that, but I'm going to end here, and when we come back, we will head to the place, right up the stairs here. But thank you all for rocking with me. I appreciate everyone checking out the vids as always. If you are new to the channel, tap that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in the next one. I apologize for in the beginning, like my controller, it was doing some stupid stuff. I was trying to get another one.
Right.
So I apologize for that. It kept going in and out. I probably had to end up replacing it. Don't know what's going on. But sorry about that. But I'll see you all in the next one though. Y'all take care. Peace.